you said it was a movement. Where do you attribute that to? Like, why is there suddenly a love for hot sauce?
So, I don't know. But I know a couple, I think I have an idea of a couple things. I think that, I don't know if you guys heard this. It was like a year ago. I heard this most horrifying kind of sad statement. It was like ranking of foods by the country and what they really bring to the table. And it was like ranch. America's was ranch. That's what we brought to the culinary world was ranch. Yeah. And I think that pisses a lot of people off. That like look at American food and go, no, it is American food is just like America. It is this mass. I'm like, go to New Orleans and try to say, okay, this food is X. I mean, there's just so much variety.
I love Creole type dishes. So it's like the variety of dishes we have in the U.S. It's like, don't get me wrong, love ranch dressing.
Sure.
But for that to be our biggest contribution, for that to be what other countries see us as culinary wise, like you're right, that is sad.
And so I don't know if the movement is because of that, right? Like it's like in reaction to that. But the movement is being embraced, I think, because it seems to be, while the sauces aren't always necessarily made here, it seems to be like definitely a thing, an American thing. Like we love hot sauce.
Yeah.
And the world loves hot sauce. The world loves chilies and has forever. So much so that the Chinese thought they were theirs. They thought they thought they were indigenous, and they weren't. Right? They come from South America. So it's just nuts how people adopt these foods.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of it. I think it is like, hey, that's something that can be ours. Right. Let's dive into it.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah, because in terms of like, I think another part of it too, because I know you mentioned like the hot ones, and I think that is big, but I think maybe it's part of just internet culture in general.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have so much more room for reaction type content, and hot sauce is something that lends itself very well to that. I mean, we just had our version of the contest not too long ago, so I'm sure it is so many factors, it's hard to just boil it down to one thing, but I mean, the growth is great. I think a lot of people face the stigma of if you don't like spice, then you just don't have enough of a flavor profile, and you don't have enough. So I've been
I mean, how many times have you heard someone say, "Oh, I don't want to try that. I'm a wuss," or I'm a baby. And that's something we want to move away from. For me, there is something to a chili that's very unique flavor that is like something you can't get anywhere else. And for us, we're very interested in moving this across to folks that would be into it. So trying right now to think, I mean, our name lends itself to it very well, but we're trying right now to consider and think about ways we can get our sauce to younger consumers even. Yeah. So can we get, is there a sauce for, not babies maybe, but toddlers, can we start to introduce them to that flavor profile a little earlier?